And more details are emerging from the sub-divisional magistrate's report into Sunanda Pushkar's death case. Alok Sharma has submitted his report and he's recommended further investigations by Delhi police in this matter. The sub-divisional magistrate Alok Sharma has asked the police to probe both the murder and suicide angle. The report has found poisoning due to a drug overdose as the reason for Sunanda Pushkar's mysterious death. The report also says the death took place due to poisoning, which was because of excessive consumption of sedatives. And senior advocate Sanjay Hegde now joins me to help us make sense of what the sub-divisional magistrate's report says. Sanjay Hegde, what does this mean? SDM wants both the murder and suicide angle to be probed.
You see, a magistrate is enjoined under the law to conduct an inquest in case of the sudden death of anybody with any married woman within 7 years of her marriage. So that is a preliminary kind of inquiry, recording the statements, recording the way the body was and all that. After that, if nothing can be concluded as that it was a natural death, then further investigation is what such magistrates recommend. Now, that is what the call that the magistrate has made.
Okay, so clearly this report, the forensic report initially came in. The doctors, after the postmortem, said that this was a sudden and mysterious and unnatural death. So this wasn't a natural death. The sub-divisional magistrate says murder or suicide both need to be probed. Specifically for Minister of State for HRD, Shashi Tharoor. What does this mean for Shashi Tharoor?
If the death is unnatural and therefore it is either suicidal or homicidal, then the question is to be asked, if it was suicide, was there any abetment to suicide? Did somebody incite her? Or if it was murder, who murdered her? It is on the facts of the case as they have so far been revealed, it is clear that she spent the night before her death in that hotel room with Mr. Tharoor. What exactly happened at that point of time? And who was there when that fatal dose was administered? If it was, if only the lady was there, then in all probability it was a suicide. Then the only question that needs to be asked qua Mr. Tharoor would be, did he in any manner incite her or suggest to her that she commit suicide? Or if she said that she was going to commit suicide, did he almost encourage her?
But if a husband and wife, and any husband and wife perhaps would have a clash or may have had an argument, just an argument cannot be perceived. There were newspaper reports that seem to indicate that while they were on a flight back from Thiruvananthapuram, heated words were exchanged and she locked herself in the loo.
Yes, all couples fight. Occasionally some fights lead to suicides, but not all these fights which lead to suicides also amount to abetment to suicide. To constitute the crime of abetting, you have to incite, you have to intentionally engage or do some act towards furtherance of the object of the crime.
Okay.
So if somebody says, I'm going to commit suicide, and you hand over, okay, here are sleeping pills, go eat them, then that would definitely be an act of abetment. Okay. So the attendant circumstances before the event, they will really have to be thoroughly examined.
Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate for the moment. Many thanks for joining me.